Hi, today I want to go over how I painted my very first miniature. So this is this Loxodon kind of Asian styling armor. I 3D sculpted this in ZBrush and then I 3D printed it on an Anycubic photon. If you want to paint your own Loxodon, I sell prints at my Etsy shop and the STL. Or you can get the STL for my package bundle deals in Patreon. Links will be in the description. Alright, let's get started. So here is my Loxodon and all my equipment that I use. The very first thing off the printer after I sanded it, all that good stuff, is use this primer. Probably did about 2 or 3 coats, really light coats, making sure they're fully dry in between. And then here's all the equipment I use. So in here, just water, and it is really ugly palette. I recently bought a wet palette, which I'm really excited to use. This one is so gunked up because like 2 years ago, I did this huge painting spray for canvas. So this is mostly acrylic paints that are not meant for miniature painting. Don't recommend them. All right, so here are all of my army paints. These have been awesome to use. Over here, all the ones I use for like base coats, and then these are all my effects and washes. I use these 2 brushes for the entire paint. I probably could have used different brushes, make my life a little easier, but I didn't. So this one on the bottom here is your standard round brush, it's a 4, and then this is for all the detail work that I did, which is a spot 210. All right. So for my base colors here, I use the oak brown on the skirt, and anything to do with the hammer. It looks a little darker just because I put a ton of wash on it. And then I use the dragon red for everything that you see that is red other than the blood on the tusks and a little bit on the warhammer here, which is where I use the effects paint, glistening blood. Using that, it's actually really like pink, which I didn't expect. So when I did that, I kind of globbed it on, and then, which usually do light coats, but for the effects paint I kind of globbed it on, and I put a lot of the wash on there, which is a strong tone wash. For the entire body I use ash gray, and then for the tusks I use my matte white. So I went through, it was awesome to use this greedy gold, the metallic paint. I only needed 1 coat, it was really strong and went on pretty much everywhere really smoothly. For everything else I needed 2 to 3 coats. Especially for the oak brown, I don't know what was with this paint, but I literally used like 7 or 8 coats to cover the skirt here. For everything that I've mentioned, I pretty much exclusively used this brush. And then when I went in for the metallic, that's what I used for all the detail work on the front here and for the side paneling. I also, I don't know if you can tell on the camera here, but I went through and I put a little gold dot in every single little scale here on his tabard. When I used the strong tone wash, I wasn't very careful where I put it. I just put it pretty generously and let it fall into all the like little cracks and reservoirs to put like natural shadows in. I was a little more careful on the skin, so skin looks kind of dirty. It worked because it's more of like a warrior look, but in the future I probably would have gone back through with the ash gray, the skin tone, and then cleaned it up a little bit so it didn't look quite as dirty. If I was feeling a little more brave, I probably would have gone through with the matte white and then done some highlight work. So everything that you see here is just some base coats, 3 or 4 coats, and then a wash. All right, I think that covers everything of how I painted my very first miniature. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.